Well, I'm sure you can guess what this video is about. Mighty Max. Oh, God, I loved this show when I was a kid. I have pretty much all the toys. It's fucking awesome. I used to watch this all the time as a kid. All the toys that used to come in a little comic book on the back of the card at the beginning. I had them all up on my bedroom wall at my nan's house. Just like pinned up, so the entire wall was like wallpapered in just Mighty Max comic books. I used to love these toys. If they came out now, I'd still buy them. In fact, a couple of years ago, my girlfriend, amazingly, I have one of those, bought me Dragon Island, the only one of the bigger ones I didn't have. She got it me for Christmas a couple of years ago, still with the box and everything. It's out now on a display. Saw the box, but just awesome. I loved this show and those toys. They were my favorite toys as a kid, even more than Star Wars. And I had a lot of Star Wars toys, like the AT-AT, all that kind of stuff. But these things, so many. I've still got most of them. A few of them have a few pieces missing, which is just painful. But you can get most of them on eBay if you really, really want them. But, yeah, loved this show. And we're going to do a bit of a conversation about the actual show, what it was about, what the toys were. And I'm going to go through some of the toys that I've still got. So, if you're into that, give us a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and let's get started. Right then, so starting with the show. The show had 2 seasons. Yeah, I do only remember it having one, but I was a kid and I should know this. I've looked it up enough times that it actually had 2 seasons. I mean, it had Richard Mall, Tony Jay, had some of the best voice cast. You had Tim Curry doing Skullmaster, and you can't beat that. It as Skullmaster. I mean, of all the horror villains. I mean, the show was basically about this kid, Max, who finds the cosmic cap. It allows him to travel in time and space and fight, you know, the forces of evil and darkness. Mostly, you know, Skullmaster. And basically, he's got these 2 guides. You got a Yoda, known as Virgil, who's, you know, foul, who's very wise and intelligent and knows everything about the cap. And you got Norman, this big, brave warrior. Norman always used to remind me of Arnie, because he kind of reminded me of Conan the Barbarian, and my brain just went to Conan the Barbarian, Arnie. Kind of looks like him too, big, bro. And I always kind of wondered if he was modeled on him. Big and muscular and powerful and funny accent. But yeah. I mean, the show, it followed in the footsteps of other shows that came before it, like Transformers. The idea was to sell toys. Each episode was, although there was an arcing narrative, which for a cartoon was, you know, not bad. I mean, not many did that. It was still fairly episodic, and each one was about a different toy, even though there was an interweaving overall story, which was all about Skullmaster. They trying to escape and conquer the world. You know, cartoon supervillain from the 90s. But the dude was thwarted every time. He was big and powerful, but he was beaten up by a kid, basically. But yeah, I mean, the show, it's one of my childhood favorites. Just, I could never get tired of it. This and Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, as I recall. They were all good. And it was like, it was only 2 seasons, about 40 episodes. Yeah, 40 episodes. And you got episode 1. There's Norman, the dude himself. Well, there you go. I think that guy's so gonna kick ones up. But then again, he was like a proto Voldemort. I'm sure he was always in barefoot.
Unleash my torment.
Ah, that voice, Hexus, it.
On the surface.
Guy's awesome. His voice is creepy.
I'll be back late. Dinner shift.
So we're nowhere near to it. Bit where he gets the cap.
You have been chosen to be the cap bearer? Go to the mini mart and wait for a signed Mighty Max.
It's a trap.
Mighty Max?
He said the thing. Mighty Max. Mighty Max is the thing.
I'm dreaming.
You ain't dreaming, dude. That's a baseball cap and an ancient artifact. The ancient Egyptians, they were pioneers in more ways than one. Pyramids, baseball caps, aliens, spacecraft, yeah. Stargates.
What had happened? The chosen one could have done this. He's coming. As
Yeah. Yeah. Right, so, anyway, yeah, the show was basically to sell the toys, and the toys are why we're really here, so let's move on. So, yeah, the toys. A weird thought just flashed through my head, and I was just setting up that last image. Is it just me, or is Mighty Max's mom kind of hot? I don't know if it's an age thing, and she's a cartoon character. There are things I should keep in my own head. Anyway, yeah, the toys. Right. I had pretty much all the toys. The toys themselves were just freaking awesome. Each one, as I said, was a self-contained world you could just transport around with you. They were basically a boy's Polly Pocket. Let's face it, that's what they were. And each one was different. My favourite was Temple of Venom. I still remember my dad taking me out to buy it. It was great. I think it cost $6.99 back then. And opened up into 2 parts. Had a little thing that went, a little bridge that went across between the snake's head and the coiled body that went up to the other side. Yeah, they were just great. And each set came out in waves. You got all the little ones, all the next size, and all the Doom Zones, and you got one big one. And yeah, they were great. I had a full collection of them up in my man cave, or attic as sometimes it's called. I had a brick wall up there. I plastered it, and I built a display just in front of it. I've not quite finished it yet. I'll probably upload an image of it when I finally get around to finishing it. But it's what all my Mighty Max toys are on one side, and I'll be honest, all Star Trek models down the other. Yeah, Trekkie. But, you know, equal value to me. Those toys are awesome. And I'm just stuck on they're awesome. How awesome they were. There's just nothing like them now. I'd love these things to be re-released. I know they've re-released Polly Pockets, and they're all by the same makers. Re-release Mighty Max, please. Bring it back. I'd love you to bring it back. Or even just bring back the cartoon. Probably enough interest then to bring back the toys. But yeah, as I said, each set was released in waves. You got one big one, and the very first one I remember was the mountain, Skull Mountain. Skull Mountain? Probably should have researched that and remembered its name. But yeah, they were just great. There were, as well, to my great dismay upon learning about it, from the last wave of Mighty Max back in 1996, there were numerous toys that were constructed, designed, prototypes made, but then discontinued. They didn't bother sending them out to the shops. They even put them on the back of some of the packaging as ones you could get, like Warmonger, which I really wanted. You can't get it. I imagine they're out there somewhere, and if anyone knows where to get them, you know where I am. Because fuck me, I want them. I really want them. They're missing from my collection, and it upsets my OCD. Don't like it. Need them. But these things looked great. There was like a mummy one, and there was, like I say, there was Warmonger, and there was a few others. They were just amazing. And I want them all. And they didn't get released, and I doubt they ever really will be. Although if they ever come out as 3D printable, I'll be 3D printing them. There was also a number of variants, which again, I'm kind of sad to say I don't own any of. I think I did have one at one time, but I think I got rid of it because I didn't like them. And the variants were like a different color, but the toy was exactly the same, so I didn't really see the point in getting it. It was just the same thing, but a different color. I didn't understand it as a child. As an adult, I wanted it as part of the collection, but as a kid, I didn't see the point. So I never really went out of my way to get them. I just wanted the originals. But there were quite a few of those. Anyway, that wraps up this video. If you liked it, made it all the way to the end, you're amazing. And thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And also check out my other channel, Nerd.World Films. Do the same over there if you like the content on there, which that's a growing channel. There'll be more on it eventually. There isn't too much there right now, but I've got more stuff planned. With that said, thank you and bye-bye.